It is my pleasure to have you visit my channel. Give the video a pre-start by hitting the subscribe button. WWE has announced a huge mixed tag team fight for Bash in Berlin, which will include Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley Mommy, to go up against Dominic and Liv Morgan. Looking forward to Mysterio's Bash in Berlin. Recover from the betrayal at the newest members of Judgment Day. SummerSlam is more important than the 2 wins I've had lately. Made customized baby faces for the benefit of. Plot-wise, we examine 3 reasons Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan ought to vanquish the Nightmare Twins in the Let's Cut to the Chase WWE Bash in Berlin. Alright, let's start with a statement on the upcoming WWE party in Berlin. WWE Raw has introduced a new Day of Judgment. Includes the protagonist, Finn Balor, the voice actress Liv Morgan, St. Dominic, the mysterious Jim McDonough, and Corito. The heel group follows the rule that policymaker since developing a groundbreaking scheme to deceive Rhea Ripley, Damian, a priest, throughout each of their championship contests held at. Despite SummerSlam, the team has not as strong as the Red Sea Terror twins. Namely, Morgan's brand has time and again tried to get away Rhea, but Balor has managed to sidestep fight with a priest of Damian. Getting to Judgment Day requires a convincing victory. Surpass the other 2 members to trustworthiness following their assertions that Uncle Archer and Mommy aren't necessary. Notoriety at their command, Ripley, Rhea, and the face of the Damian priest, ghosts from long ago, and often used story point in the plots of Triple H feature the former high heels confronting the fallout from there. What Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest did were brutal whilst serving in the Day of Judgment, terrifying all people in. They also made extensive use of the advantages of numbers to obtain substantial victories. Logic dictates that Liv, Dominic Mysterio, and Morgan utilized the same edge to secure their triumph. At the WWE party in Berlin, the pair fails to require a decisive triumph against the Menace. Alternately, we could witness Finn Balor's twins perform an essential function in assisting a major victory for Judgment Day participants. Just to make matters worse for his old companions square up in a huge rematch at Battle Royale. Finn Balor's interventions in WWE and perhaps Liv Morgan's triumph, as well as Dominic Mysterio. 2 huge battles involving ill will, as the term suggests, implies that the PL is anticipated to showcase violent fights that end up as a consequence of varied feuds between individuals on Raw, and during SmackDown, there aren't many competitors on WWE programming that correspond to the storyline surrounding the Day of Judgment, which is brimming with devastating losses, treachery, and vengeance. We may witness Finn Balor's prevent and forestall a pinfall. Preparing for the confrontation with the priest Damian at Bad Blood will further permit Ripley to want a confrontation with, just to have Morgan shoved into a prospective gauntlet contestant. Ripley may subsequently triumph over every other competitor to the challenge. In preparation for the Women's World Cup, secures a match against Morgan for the title in the midst of animosity, as the WWE party in Berlin increases the possibility of a greater degree of unforeseen complications beyond all expectations. Among the most expected corresponds to the mixed tag on the card match, showcasing the formidable partnership of Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio face up against the fearsome Rhea Ripley and I. This encounter is about more than just personal feuds or group dynamics, a matter of pride, laying the groundwork for what lies ahead in WWE. Although Priest and Ripley have spent ruling powers on the Day of Judgment, there are strong arguments in favor of sometime soon Morgan and Mysterio will make an appearance. Triumphant while Dominic and Berlin won. Redemption. Existence asterisk the Mysterian Doll. They've been through a lot with Liv Morgan. Trip through WWE, beginning with Dominic's early challenges to leave his father's shadow and find his way to Liv's stand up for gender equality in the field of clash of superstars who have battled a reasonable amount of the obstacles that their alliance stands for. Connection rooted in trust and similar encounters with being disregarded by Dominic. This battle is more than that. It's an opportunity to demonstrate his independence against formidable opponents like Rhea Ripley, Damian, a priest, and two very scary WWE characters of the present day. Recent performances by Dominic have displayed signs of his abilities, but success at the WWE party in Berlin would solidify being a genuine danger in the company. Conversely, Liv Morgan possesses throughout the underestimated despite her indisputable abilities. A lot of the time, people have paid more attention to longer time and stars. On the other hand, Liv's resistance and never say die demeanor has won her over to WWE fans. Securing victory in Berlin would serve as her ideal conclusion to her path, demonstrating her worth beyond strong enough to defeat the most prominent talents in one that conducting business in tandem. Liv and Dominic stand for WWE's future by introducing a new next wave of superstars poised to center stage. A triumph over Ripley and the priest would save them from, on top of recovering from their previous setbacks, ensure their place in the main event position in WWE annals. 2. The Fishers in a star representing Judgment Day. Asterisk has been a leading figure in the Judgment Day faction, which includes Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest. Powerhouse in the WWE months, yet just like every successful organization, introduces potential sources of conflict, tense situations in recent weeks, making alcohol under the faction's umbrella, especially between the differences between Ripley and the priest, ways of leading and competing. Pride has started to emerge, and a lawmaker stated WWE event in Berlin may be the last material that causes the group to disintegrate. Ripley is notoriously violent, with steadfast assurance having consistently formed the basis of the Day of Judgment. Nevertheless, her growing preoccupation with upholding authority and expressing her being dominant has begun to turn her off. She received from her colleagues Damian Priest, a superpower in, also has had enough of playing take a back seat to Ripley's with aspirations, those subtle looks, uncertain moments in tag battles, as well as spiraling out of control in the priest's expressions imply that everything is not fine inside the group. If Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio were to earn victory in Berlin, it might spark the Day of Judgment. Today's collapse to incur a loss would have the additional threaten the priests and Ripley's credibility, in addition to revealing the holes in their collaboration, which would pave the way for a possible split from Judgment Day, causing new conflicts to emerge and narratives with the potential to transform the terrain from, in addition to Dominic's triumph in WWE as a means of communicating with the other members of. There is no unbeatable faction in the locker room, while even the most powerful factions are decline if they permit internal strife to top it all off. This would bring a new level of complex issues surrounding the persistent battles for power inside WWE, enhancing the product to an even higher, captivating fans of the third era of World Wrestling Entertainment. Storyline WWE has long flourished via narrative. Right now, the scene is perfect for a fresh, in which Dominic Mysterio ascends to the position of Liv Morgan, forming an intimidating duo, provides a chance to present initially stories and the growth of individuals, which could enthrall the WWE. Over the past several years, WWE has been found lacking due of their excessive dependence on well-known celebrities and failing to sufficiently recognition of rising talent is a triumph for Liv and Dominic attend WWE party in Berlin. That this strategy is about to change, demonstrating that WWE is open to funding upcoming stars. Doing so would do more than just revitalize into the final output.